Hello. So I'm Suzette, and a couple of people on the One Eye group had asked me how I do my makeup with one eye, because I guess maybe they were having a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to do a video of how I do my full makeup. I don't know if they just meant for just my eye makeup. But if you want to skip ahead to see that, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to just do the full makeup, which I don't do anything like crazy special. So, but I have, and nobody's like sponsoring me or anything, but I have the Il Makiage, concealer that I'm going to start with. And I just do a little bit here and there. So you can see like the full beginning to end look. And I'm sure like there's a million girls out there who do their makeup way better than I do, with better strategies and everything. I just because of my unique situation, and I'm using the same like the foundation, which I am almost out of. It's in the mail, my next bottle should get here soon. Just kind of put a little bit everywhere. But yeah, so my left eye was taken out about 4 years ago on January 7th of 2001. I had some crazy cancerous tumor, or cancer tumor, that was super rare. 5 out of a million people get it. So don't I feel extra special? And apparently it was brewing for like several years. And what took me to the eye doctor was getting a little bit of blurry vision, and being that I was a teacher at the time, teaching remotely, I thought it was due to being on my laptop, and no, that's not exactly how that worked out. And I thought maybe I just needed glasses. I wasn't too thrilled about that. And then, yeah, in a course of a couple weeks, they were like, okay, this is bad. You don't have much time. And we're not talking about your eye. We're talking about you. So you're going to have to, we have to take it out. And your eye's coming with it. That's not debatable. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm moving on to my eyes now. Okay, so what I do is I get my lighter colored eyeshadow and I put that right under my eyebrows, and on over here I go a little heavier. So you'll notice with my prosthetic, and I put it right on the bottom too to kind of just frost it a little bit. Okay, now if you'll notice with my eyes, before they took this one out, they were symmetrical. This one now is obviously smaller. When I first had my prosthetic, it was normal looking. It looked like a regular eye like this one. And then, but the mobility, like it didn't move a whole lot. So I went ahead and I got some other ones made. that were just colored. This one, if you go really close, you can see it has like a shimmer to it. You probably can't see. And I had some other ones made that were solid glitter. I have them in a little pill box. You can't really see, but I have a blue glitter one, a purple glitter one, and a olive green not glitter one. But it wouldn't move a lot, and that's why I got the solid ones, because I was trying to keep it like not obvious, but I was like, you know what, it looks weird. I'm trying to look at people straight ahead so that they're not in different directions and people are like, okay, which one am I supposed to be looking at? So this way I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have it be obvious and look cool instead of it being just looking weird and confusing people. So this is the trick that I use to try to make this one look bigger. Okay, so I've done the lighter of my eyeshadow under my eyes and under my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna get my medium shade of whatever color I'm gonna go for. Today I'm gonna do like a brown goldish color. And on my real eye side, I'm just putting it over my lid. Now these are the techniques I use just for myself. You'll have to customize it to fit for you. Now on my prosthetic side, again, I'm just going over the part that covers my eyeball, right? Okay, so you'll notice that because this one is smaller, my eyelid looks larger, and that, you know, I can't change that. It is, there's not a crease as defined as it is over here. So what I do is I'm going to take my darker eyeshadow over here and I'm going to put it in that center space, just on that outer part, and kind of glide it into my crease and then out into my temple area. Like that. Okay, now on the other side I'm going to do that too, but I'm not going to go as high. I'm just going to take it to the other end and bring it out a little bit. Okay, so, and in my room, this side of my room this is where my shadow is, so you're gonna see it a little bit darker anyway, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more over here, and then again with that darker shade, I'm gonna go under my eye a little bit. That's just gonna help the blending process, and do it over here too. And if I make a lot of funny faces while I do makeup, that's just what I have to do for it to feel right. So now I have all of my eyeshadows on. I used 3 different colors. I used the lighter one under the lightest ones. I used the medium one over my eyelids, and then the darker one just on the outside over here and up above over here. Now I'm going to blend those out. Just using the tip of my brush so they look nice and blended. And again, I'm no makeup expert. This is just how I do it. What I have found over the last couple years that help my eyes look a little more symmetrical. And if you guys have any other tips for me, I'm open to that too. Granted, I don't take like an hour on my makeup, so I'm a little low maintenance in that area. So now I have these blended pretty good, I think. And then with my little compact powder pad, I'm just gonna kind of bring this out a little bit to just kind of make it a little bit more blended. Nothing fancy. Now, my eyebrows. I know a lot of the girls, women today are doing, you know, drawing on their eyebrows, and I don't have time for that. I don't have, and nor do I have the vision to do the symmetrical, intricate, you know, whatever. So what I use is eyeshadow, just regular eyeshadow, black. And that's how I do my eyebrows. Okay. So I just put eyeshadow on the sides, not the flat sides, but the thin sides to do my eyeshadow. So I do one swipe over here, kind of pull it in, and then the same thing over here. Okay. Now that looks heavy. It's supposed to. It's okay. So I use one of these here to brush it out. Bringing this inner part up and then down. Same thing over here. Kind of brush it out. Then bring it down towards the back. Okay, so in this shadow, it looks really dark. I swear it's not that bad. Okay, but if I felt like it was a little too heavy, I can always brush some of it out. Okay. So I'll just put this a little bit more in the light so you can see that it's not as bad. Okay. Just the shadow effect in my room is kind of weird, but so that is my eyebrows done. Okay. So I don't know if you can kind of tell, but what I did with the eyeshadow is already kind of helped the effect a little bit, and it's not ever going to look perfect because it's just not going to. But then I use the same for the eyeliner portion below. I just use the same eyeshadow, black eyeshadow for my eyeliner effect underneath. I found because when I tried to use actual eyeliner and I tried different kinds, it will always somehow get into this eye socket, and it just creates issues that I don't need to have. So that is my eyeliner effect on the bottom. I do eyeliner on the top, but not on the bottom. On the bottom, I only use eyeshadow. So the eyeliner on top, I use this liquid eyeliner to go on the top, and on this side, on my real eye side, I just go normal. And I am right-handed. Okay, so that's over my, obviously, my real eye side. So this is the biggest thing with trying to do the biggest trick I can do when doing my eye makeup so that my eyes look a little bit more symmetrical is I go much heavier on the eyeliner on top on my no eye side. Okay, so I'm going to go a lot higher on this side, a lot thicker. So I think I'm going to go about that high. Do you see how that line kind of meets it over here? Kind of, sort of. Now I'm going to fill in the gap. And I have found with various eyeliners, this is the one that works best for me. It's Maybelline Master Precise All Day. This one is just the easiest one for me to work with that doesn't irritate my eye at all. Okay. Okay. So now this is my final product here. And I like to add a little bit of a wing because I was a teenager in the 90s. And so, yeah, but 60s girl at heart, right? And trying to get them symmetrical on both sides, I will just tell you, is gonna come with practice. But at the same time, is anyone's guess as to if it's gonna actually be symmetrical or not. So I went a little bit more out on that side than I did on this side. That's okay. What I am gonna do to kind of, because once I start rubbing that, it's gonna make this whole like black eye thing, and I don't want that. So to kind of help me out on that, I'm gonna go back to my lightest colored eyeshadow that you used on top and on the bottom. I'm just gonna kind of apply a little bit more there to kind of cloud it out a little bit. And it just makes it a little bit softer and helps that a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me that much. So that's that. Now with mascara, I do not apply mascara on my top lashes because it is way too hard for me to rub it off of my eyelashes at the end of the day. It hurts. I can't be too rigorous or vigorous when I'm washing my face with this eye because it's sensitive, you know? So I only add mascara to the bottom. And I like to use a wand like this with my mascara instead of the one that has a brush all the way through, just because I have hit my eye socket, my prosthetic and my real eye so many times with that particular kind of brush. And I only go from about the middle of my eyelash to the end. I don't take it all the way to the skin. And over on this side, I'm going to go a little bit heavier. That way it adds some definition and some volume per se to this side of my face, which also helps it look a little more symmetrical, just in size, okay? Now with my pad from my compact powder, I'm gonna go underneath my eyelashes here just to get any gunk from the mascara that might be underneath that's gonna try to slip off of my eyelashes and get pulled into the creases under my eyes. And then I end up having these weird black stripes underneath in a few hours. See how like it gets onto the pad itself, okay? And then we made it this far, so we'll go ahead and do the lip. And I just like to use a lip liner because if you notice my lips, I have a nice line over here and not so much over here. So we're gonna fix that. Okay, so that is my finished makeup. So I'll just unplug my phone here. Okay, and then I'll move a little bit more into the light so you can see. So this is my full makeup done. So you'll notice that my left eye does look more symmetrical to this one. It looks bigger. It's all an illusion. It's never going to be bigger. But it's about finding those little tricks to make it look bigger. Okay, so this is how I do my makeup. Again, I'm no expert. I'm not a makeup artist. These are just the tricks I've learned to help me with my makeup with having only one eye. If you guys have any suggestions for me, that's great. If I wasn't clear about anything in particular that you are struggling with, let me know and I'll try and explain it a little bit better next time. Or if there was something in particularly helpful, let me know. And I hope that this helps somebody, at least one person, with something, because I know like as women, you know, we want to look nice and we want to feel that, you know, we are whole. And I know for me, being able to, like, I mean, there's no point in being mad or sad about, you know, missing one eye now. I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't make it better. But when we, you know, it is what it is. But when we find something that can help us, you know, it can mean a lot. The littlest things can mean so much. And this was one thing that these are a few things I found that helped me, and I hope they help you. And again, if there's any questions or anything else that I can clarify, or if there's a suggestion you have for me, I'm all ears. So have a beautiful day, guys, and I hope everyone has an awesome day. Bye.